Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome again to my podcast, Snack Thoughts. I say again, welcome to my podcast, Snack Thoughts. And what is my thought for tonight? Well, you guys already know, I'm quite sure, that American former WNBA star Brittney Griner received 9.5 years in a Russian prison. She was sentenced to that. And at this point, we'll be serving out that sentence. And I'm quite sure she'll probably get time off for time already served. But this particular episode, I'm going to call it Know the Laws of the Host Country Before You Travel Over There. Make sure you know the laws of the host country before you travel over there. And this right here, I have a video on my YouTube channel, I believe, where I mentioned something similar to this about respecting, other people's culture and other countries. But the bottom line is this, is different societies and different cultures, they do things differently, and different countries have different laws and rules on the books. And so you have to know these things and understand what the rules of a society is, and also what that society's sensitivities and cultural sensitivities are. And obviously she had a bunch of weed or hash cartridges, because I guess she was going to vape, and I'm thinking more along common sense. It's like, well, I mean, if you wanted to vape hash or weed, it's like, well, why would you try to bring the stuff in to the country? Why couldn't you just, wait till you get to Russia and then just make whatever purchases you have there and then make your use of it? And then if you have intentions on coming back to America, don't bring the stuff across the border, leave it in Russia or dispose of it. It's just common sense, and I mean, I have nothing against nobody that smokes weed, vape, whatever like that. I mean, hey, you do what you do. Everybody does their thing, but my thing is that you can't have an American sense of entitlement and think that it's going to work all over the world, because it doesn't work like that. Some countries' drug laws are stricter than what America's are. And it's a shame. I think they went overboard, but I think it's unfair. I think it's a shame that she has to learn the hard way, but word to the wise is sufficient. And there's no way, when I saw it, obviously when they showed it on the news, how many cartridges she had. I don't know if she had any actual weed on, I'm not sure, but bottom line is that there's just some certain things that you're not going to get away with, not unless you are the uber elites. Now the elites, they can do stuff like that because they have pull and they control things at the highest levels. So, of course, they would be able to get away. And if they were caught, they would have been released. But in her case, she's not that. So you need to know the laws and what are the rules in that particular country so that you don't wind up doing something out of ignorance, as she claims she didn't know. You do something out of ignorance, but they wind up penalizing you for it. And now your life is placed on hold and you kind of jammed yourself or messed yourself up, and you create unnecessary problems for yourself. Now, after, I guess maybe this is a felony in Russia, so I don't know after this if she'll be able to ever visit Russia again, being a felon. So that right there, I am not sure. But the point here is know the laws of the land, and of that particular country that you're going to either visit or live in. Everything is not the same way as it is here in the United States of America. And I think in the United States, I think our drug laws, in some ways, it can be lenient. In other ways, it can be harsh. But Russia and definitely Japan, they don't play. They do not play. They have very seriously harsh penalties for drugs in those particular countries, and also in countries in the Middle East as well. They hit you with the book, and lock you away for a long, long time. So you have to know that country's legal system, as well. I mean, you don't have to know it, through and through like you would say here in America, but you need to know something, and where to get an international lawyer. But anyway, know the laws of the host country that you're visiting, and you don't want to break any of their laws, because they may handle it differently than we do here in the United States. The penalty, may be severe, and sometimes they may let you off if they consider you to be a foreigner that doesn't know any better. But you don't want to bank on that, because you don't know exactly how they handle their criminals. And in a lot of countries, which I've been to like 22, 23, and lived in quite a few, how they keep crime low is through harsh and stiff penalties. That's how they keep it low. So they make sure that they make their own citizens pay a hefty price if they break the law. And as a result, because of that, it is a strong deterrent to keep their citizens from committing certain crimes or breaking the law, or at least if they're doing certain things, from doing it openly. They're going to think twice before they do it, because they know if they do it, there's a harsher penalty. So it's a lot to risk and a lot to lose. But this was just something, brief and short, and something to think about. But I mean that in all seriousness. Know the laws of the host country if you plan on visiting, and if you plan on living there. Things don't, so to speak, don't work the same as they do in the United States of America. And over there, you may not get Miranda-sized or Miranda rights. But hopefully they'll be able to work something out, and hopefully she'll get released, before that. But I thought that 9.5 years is kind of harsh, but I guess they're trying to make an example. And unfortunately, she happens to be the pawn with America and Russia, I guess, beefing, over what's going on in Ukraine. But this was just something short and sweet. And again, this episode is titled, Know the Laws of the Host Country Before You Visit, or travel to them. And I'll probably put AKA Brittney Griner, so that those that see it, they'll understand what I'm talking about. And it's a cautionary tale. And we can learn lessons from what other people go through. But that's all I have on this one. And the name of my podcast is Snacks Thoughts. That's SNAKZTHOUGHTS. And you can find this podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Spreaker, Acast, Radio PBM, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and a host of other social media platforms. And I also have a YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube, EricBroadus, or ericbroadusyoutube.com. And lastly, I'm teaching courses on Skillshare on how to succeed in the military, leadership, diversity, and a host of other topics. So please sign up. The link will be left in the description, and join the classes. Love to have you. But that's all I have on this one. And if you go to my YouTube channel, smash that like button. If you don't like it, hit the unlike button, and also leave a comment. Love to dialogue with you. But name of this podcast again is Snacks Thoughts. All right, guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.